So here we have a Peugeot Partner van. This is a late 2015 van, but it is only done at 2,000 miles, and as you can see from the plastic work here, it is still like new. It's a dealer demo, so it hasn't really had any use yet. Yet when you shut the door or slam the door, you can probably hear there is a rattle in the door, and this happens on all Peugeot Partner vans. Virtually every van I've had in, I've had to fix this rattle. What it is, quite simply, is the window mechanism inside the door here has various bolts, and those bolts become loose, so you've got to take off this door panel, get to the bolts, put some Loctite on them and crack them up tight again. So hopefully this video will help, and I'll show you how you do this. For starters, you have got screws here you've got to take off, and we've got to get this door panel off. So you have a screw here and a screw here. That's a T20 Torx. You have another screw here. The two screws on the end are much longer. The screw up the top near the mirror is much shorter. You then prise this off. You can just use your fingers and pull that off. It is attached to this, so be very gentle with that. And then this needs prising off. This is a bit stiffer, but I've just simply got a plastic trim tool, lever it in here and keep prising it, leaving it all around here, and then you'll find you can get your fingers in and just gently pull it away. This is how it holds on. It's just clipped all around here. You can then undo a bigger screw here, and there's another screw down here. This is a larger Torx. Yeah, this one is a T30 Torx, and the same on that one there. When you've taken the two T30 screws out of here, you can then take this door handle off. It's got a push lug here and a push lug there. You just push it with your finger and that will ping off. There is another one down here as well holding it. That comes off very easily. You probably don't actually need to take it off because it will just stay attached to the door trim when we pull the door trim off. So next we have to pull this door trim off. There's really only one way of doing this. It's a bit of brute force. Get some levers in here and you've got to pull this towards you. So once you've got a bit of a gap, you can then do it with your fingers. It's better just to get in there and just put some lever. Use your thumb and lever on the door and pull it. You just have to be a bit careful. As we can see in here, it's got the little panel trim retaining clips, and they go in these holes. So you've just got to separate it from the holes there. Once you've got it off, just be a bit gentle, pull it. You will find one or two of these clips will break. The clips go all the way around. It's worth having a few spares, but I'll show you the door trim off in a minute. So I've got the door trim is now loose. It's just being supported along the top. You don't need to take the whole thing out. As you can see there, we've got enough room to get in there now. So these panel trim holders, they're these all the way along there, and they look like this. If they're left in here like these bottom ones are, you do need to take them out, otherwise you'll never be able to snap the panel back on. So they do look like this, and hopefully you can get them out without breaking them. The perfect tool is one of these. So I've got to take, it's very difficult to do this one-handed, but I've got to get that one out. You can put the pliers on, and there, we can get them out. These tools, they're only about 15 quid or something on eBay. They're well worth it, and it means you can pull the clips out and hopefully you don't break any. You need to put the panel clips back in here, otherwise you won't be able to snap the plastic door panel back into place when we've finished. So next we've got to find the bolts. You do have this sort of foam cover on here, and underneath here are the bolts. So when I tap it, you can hear there's some vibration in there. In the past I have taken all of this off, but it does tend to tear and make a mess. So it's actually better to feel where the bolts are and then just put a little slice in it. You can then get a socket on the bolt and do it up. Makes a neater job. You could put some tape on over your cut afterwards to seal it again, but I will have a look to see where the bolts are and come back to you. It's been a while since I've done one of these, so what I've done is I've removed the foam because I couldn't remember exactly where the bolts were. What you can do is just peel this off and run a blade under here to cut the glue, but this is the offending bolt. As you can see, it's loose on here, and this is your window support going up there, so that's the bolt that in this case was rattling, and that bar there is then what's causing the rattle. So this is a 10mm bolt, so you need a 10mm socket or spanner to do that one up. While you're also here, just knit those two up as well in case they're loose, and then you can stick this back down. If you've got any tears, you could put some tape over it. Put your clips back on the inside of the panel, and then you can then smack it down to get those clips back in their holes. Put the screws back in the door handle, screws around the top, and put it all back together. So the door panel's now back on, all the screws and the trim around the handle are all back together, and as you can see, there is now no rattle when you slam the door. So fairly easy job. If I wasn't filming this, you would do it in 15 minutes, no problem. So I hope that helps.